Okay, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Thursday edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Parish Construction and Roofing. If you need an orthopedist, go to Brock. New roof? Call Parish. Unique Physique, uniquephysique.com, Restored Motions, restoredmotions.com, On Fire Athletes, platform powered by GameCoin. Welcome aboard, y'all. Hope you're having a great Thursday. Great start to your Thursday. Get to after Morning Scone, bring Drew to school. Then I got to jet down in New Orleans for a very, very brief time. We are presenting our $10,000 winner for the Parish Construction Roofing Raffle to Warren Fitzmaurice this morning. So it is literally drop off Drew, drive to New Orleans, present Warren the check, take some photos, drive back to Baton Rouge because I got a client lunch at 11:30, so I'm going to be cutting that close. And then get ready for AFR. And then as soon as AFR is over, headed to my niece's graduation party. She graduates at 4 o'clock from St. Jude, 8th grade. It's Sophia, for those who have met Sophia over the years during family vacation and all that sort of stuff. But Sophia's graduating 8th grade today. So I'm bummed I'll miss the graduation because I'll be on air, but we're having a party for her after. So I'll head to that as soon as show's over. And I'll try to keep an eye on the LSU baseball game tonight. So, so game one, LSU, South Carolina, hoping for a very, very, very stress-free weekend here for the Tigers. And if we're being completely honest, we really need that. South Carolina is not very good. They're 5-22. Ethan Petrie's not going to play. Pulmonary was on AFR yesterday, disclosed that. So, man, I look at this and it gives you a little bit of the feels of what happened with A&M a week ago against Missouri, and you really hope that, that's an illustration of A&M just not being a very good team or consistent, and you'd hope LSU at this point is as good as they have been this year. And you got everything in front of you. You're at 17 conference wins, 17-10. You got 3 to go. Go scratch out a series win here, man. Today might be a little different because you're not going to have Cade Anderson today. If you missed the news, Jay Johnson announced that they're going to pitch off. So, especially Cade Anderson having the little flare up or whatever he had with his wrist forearm, they're not going to throw Cade today in game one. They're going to keep him and Ianson on their regular days on Friday, Saturday. So today was a TBA, TBD. So we'll probably see Jaden Newt or Connor Ware or William Schmidt. I mean, those are the 3 guys that we've seen start in the midweek. I don't know what direction Jay's going to go with it, but I would tell you, I think of those, Ware has kind of been the guy that feels like he's been getting more opportunity of late, but it actually feels more like a left-handed stopper out of the bullpen. So I don't know if you want to start there. And Schmidt's had walk issues. So as I just go through deductive reasoning, I think Newt is probably the guy that gets the ball tonight first, but they probably treat it like a midweek where you're going to see a whole bunch of guys pitch so as not to burn anyone for the weekend. And so you could have guys ready to come behind Anderson and Ianson in games 2 and 3 if you need them. So LSU at South Carolina tonight. Look forward to it. Saint schedule release as well. I'll give you some thoughts on that. Let's say some good mornings. Hey, Jacob, good morning. Brad, Kelly, my friend Michael, good morning. Leon, good morning. Beyond the Crown, good morning. Robert, Michael, Bubba, Brian, appreciate y'all. All right, Brian's in Idaho. Yeah, Brian, so win totals for LSU, man. Talked about that yesterday in AFR, and that is actually the lead of today's Locked On LSU. So I'd encourage you to go check that out if you want my full thoughts on it. But I think it's low. I think you probably just have a situation where the public is not caught up to LSU. They probably have a negative connotation around Brian Kelly. They don't realize Garrett Nussmeier is the leading returning passer in college football. Maybe just not aware of everything that, as much as the portal ads have been a topic here, I don't think nationally people are locked into who LSU added in the portal. Like if I even asked you, who did Georgia add in the portal? Who did Texas add in the portal? Probably not. So we've been hyper-focused on it. So I think that shifts over the offseason, though. Thomas, good morning. Ryan, T-Bob departure got me all my feels. Yeah, so T-Bob is leaving. So made that announcement yesterday. T-Bob's going to Barstool. So very happy for him. It's a great opportunity for him and his family. Sad to see him go. And they're moving to Chicago. And his last day will be tomorrow, will be Friday. And pretty confident in our plan. We've had a lot of lead time here. T-Bob and I started talking about his contract renewal back in mid-January. So, kind of had an idea that there was always a possibility, that he could get scooped up by somebody. So, always got to have a plan B and plan C, plan D, plan E, plan F. So I think we got a good plan in place. Hey, Juan, great on Creating Company. Thank you. Also sad to see T-Bob go. Happy for him. Yeah, I think most people feel that way. It's pretty conflicting. Hey, Kelly, good morning. Congrats to Sophia. Thank you. I'll let her know. Leon, no primetime games this year is crazy. I'm surprised. I thought everybody had to play a Thursday night game. So I'm surprised no Thursday night football for the Saints. Yes, that's completely a reflection of where the Saints are, no doubt. Jinglegate Day 22. Zach, love the Tigers. They're never making anything stress-free. It's a good point. Baseball generally is a relatively stress-free game, or stressful game. Mark, whiskey and wine can happen. Honestly, Mark, I don't know. That's probably not the answer you want to hear, but I don't really have someone in mind to replace T-Bob, and I don't know. Haven't really given it a whole lot of thought. So when I know, you'll know. Pass it along. Hey, Tiger Poppy, good morning. Tim Gotro, like that new coach Kellen Moore hired. Oh, yeah. The schedule release video they did was like a Kellen Moore press conference, and they for the Saints, and they had like a new what the coach really wants to say interpreter. So he's just like lambasting all the reporters for their dumb questions. Ross Jackson was in there. Guy made fun of him for being bald. It's pretty good. Hey, Robbie, good morning. Are you disappointed the Saints will not have primetime games? How many wins do you see the Saints have? Yeah, I think ceiling is a 5-6 win team. If you want reason for optimism for New Orleans, I think I like your bye in week 11. As far as your opponent's strength of schedule from a year ago, right? Your opponent's win-loss record a year ago, you have the second easiest strength of schedule in the NFL. Only the 49ers have a lower opponent's combined winning percentage. But what's to say? I mean, year-to-year teams could improve, right? Like if a year ago you saw Washington rolling on your schedule, you're like, oh, great. They stink. They picked second overall, rookie quarterback, and then they end up going to the NFC Championship game. So that can change year to year. But oh, golly. But I think strength of schedule. I like the buy in week 11, and I think you avoid like some of the cold weather games late in the season. You get them early, like at Buffalo is early in the season. At Seattle is week 3. So, the games that if you had them in December could be miserable, you get those early in the season. So that's sort of a benefit. There's some things about the schedule layout that I like. We'll get into all of it today. Here you go.
Parish Construction and Roofing. At Parish, we've got you covered. From the top of your roof, all the way down. Parish Construction and Roofing. Parish Built. Parish Built. Parish Built. From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
All right. Parish Construction and Roofing. What do y'all think? I don't know if Jason H is watching. What do you think? Jordans. I don't know if you can tell the canvas. Awesome. Brown. Little chocolatate on there. New sneaks. Might have paid a visit to Ruckus this weekend. Fired up for it. I need to lace them though. That's why I went like I forgot. Oop, hang on. Please smash the like button if you would. Subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post. Glad to have you hanging out with us here. As always, shout out to all our sponsors. Linked in the description on YouTube, tagged on Facebook. Okay, here we go. Lace these things up. Lace them up, lace them up, lace them up, up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, let's see. Do this while I lace these sneaks. Go, Jason. Whiskey and wine will be missed. Yeah, man. Let's see. Lowell, good morning. Prods up. Matt, we need the bats to wake up. Bullpen with an easy week before upcoming tournament. So here's the thing, man. I'm really, really sincerely not concerned at all with the SEC tournament. I know people want to go there. They want to do well. And like, you want to win it because you're a competitor. But like, it just, like, I just don't care. I mean, I would, like, what I want LSU to do is win the national championship. And so when I look at the path to the postseason and to and through the postseason, I would rather not go tax your team and your pitching staff and, you know, play 4 games in 4 days potentially. Like, I would rather LSU sweep South Carolina, lock up a national seed, and then like go throw a bullpen day in your first game at the SEC tournament against a team desperate for a win, and then just lose, go back to Baton Rouge, rest for a week, get everybody rested, healthy, and get ready for regionals. Like, that's what I would rather see happen. I don't give a rip about the SEC tournament. Like, I only care about the SEC tournament if you've got to have wins to get into the field, which when LSU is, it's a rarity, but like last year they went to Hoover and we were thinking they might need a win. But they took care of business in the regular season finale series to where they went to Hoover knowing they were in the field, even at 13 wins. So, anyway, I'm all that to say, I don't care about the SEC tournament, man. Not a lick. I think all those conference tournaments are so stupid. Like, you play, they're unnecessary. And you play a full season of games in the regular season, a 30-game grind, and then you're going to tell me the auto bid for the NCAA tournament comes from playing a stupid tournament in who not the 30-game grind. It comes from the stupid, 5-day tournament in Hoover. Get out of here. We got freaking rain delays every year and games going to 1 a.m. and this. Nah, man. Get me back to Omaha. That's what I'm interested in. Get me back to Omaha. Don't care about Hoover. Give me to Omaha. All right. Right. Go. Where are we? Hey, Brian. Hey, Gotlet Cal. What up, Cal? Good morning, man. Y'all check out Gotlet Light Installers. Brett Gidry, Jason, Seth. Please don't stop whiskey and wine. I look forward to that as much as the game. I just don't know what iteration it'll take. I mean, I'm sure, when Jordy left, there were people wondering, what would happen. And, that was supposed to be Rohan. And he bailed on me, like literally the day of the game. And so I called T-Bob that morning. It was it was 2021. So I just did a show on my phone walking out of the Rose Bowl that year. And the home game in 21, the first home game was, I think, McNeese, if I'm not mistaken. And so I called T-Bob and I was like, hey, man, I don't have anybody do whiskey and wine. You want to do it? He was like, heck yeah, man. He's like, we're getting paid. I'm like, we getting paid. Who are you talking to? So he was in, and then, took on the life it did, man. So it'll be different. Whatever we do, it'll be different. So I don't know. Okay. Good morning, Musso. Getting a shot in the morning with Jake. No. And it's not a shot at Musso. I hope you don't think that at all. That Musso's great. No, but sorry, I didn't mean to get distracted there. I'm lacing my shoes. But no. Let's see. God dog it. Musso's time will come. Talk to him about it all the time. Gotta be patient, man. It's a long grind in this business. But when your opportunity comes, you seize it, you make the most of it. His will. All right. There you go. Finish lacing the shoes. Okay. Now that I finished lacing my shoes, I can focus here. So apologies. Oh, let's see. When Musso does Tigers in the pros, the intro says the old players are in the pros and really rich now. We'd believe minor league pays well. It's a fair question. Rex, good morning. Sean, one winter in Chicago is, but we'll be back in LA. It's all it took for me, man. 1 year in the Midwest, and I was like, get me back home. Tiger Diver, what's he leaving? Can we get Charlie for whiskey and wine? No, I don't think so. I don't think that's what he wants to do. Besides, he does Eagle game day post-game show, so I don't think so. Hey, Brett. Dude, it's funny. I got to ask more whiskey and wine questions than anything yesterday. Trivia, good morning. Kyrie, Uncle, heard your position in the NBA lottery not being rigged. Every point you made is further proof that it's a possibility. LeBron, Cleveland. What? That's actually not at all true. Like, why would the NBA care about Cleveland? If the NBA has this number one dominant player, you're not worried about Cleveland or New Orleans. You're sending LeBron to LA or New York or Chicago or Philly. You're not sending him to Cleveland. Who cares about Cleveland or New Orleans for that matter? You're not doing a solid to send these amazing, marketable players to small markets. Don't even care. It's ridiculous. Trivia late. Where's T-Bob going? T-Bob took a job at Barstool, so tomorrow's his last day at 104.5 ESPN. I'm going to strike if there's no whiskey and wine. Rivers can replace T-Bob on whiskey and wine. Rivers is all up in Mississippi State, man. I don't know if she'd want to. Taylor, good morning, Matt. Heading down to Columbia from Charlotte with my 4-year-old daughter for the game. Who do you think gets handed the ball first tonight? Probably Jaden Newt. If I had to, I would say probably Jaden Newt. That's where I would go. Taylor, I actually spoke to Jordy yesterday. We're just talking about T-Bob leaving and everything like that. But I don't think Jordy's coming back now. Hey, Pat, good morning. Jordan, I'd like to whiskey and wine about T-Bob leave. Oh, I'd like to whiskey. Thomas, great locked on this morning. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. The interview was with Bernard Gooden, the defensive line transfer that LSU got from South Florida. Had him on AFR yesterday. If you want to catch that entire interview, you can search YouTube podcast, search AFR LSU. You'll see the full interview there. Loved his energy, man. Didn't give really long answers, but that's okay. But great energy. There you go. Let's get that Friday night dub on a Thursday. Glenn, good morning. Shame they allowed Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame 8 months after his death. Well, they haven't allowed him into the Hall of Fame yet, Glenn. They just lifted his ban, and it makes sense. And this is something that we talked about when he was alive. It is a lifetime ban. So for as long as you're alive. When you're no longer alive, you're no longer banned. So, yeah, the fresh shoe smell. If LSU sweeps South Carolina, will they be the SEC season champs? No, you need help from Texas and Arkansas. So right now, Texas is at 20-7, Arkansas is at 18-9, LSU's at 17-10. So if you swept South Carolina, actually, so you have no shot. If you swept South Carolina and Texas got swept, you tie at 20-10, but they have the head-to-head against you. So no, you can't win the SEC. Michael, good morning. When does tournament start? How does the seeding go? Any buys? Yes. So tournament starts Tuesday, and this is the first year all 16 teams are going to make it, and so they have double buys now for the first 4 teams. So you could, if you have the double bye, you'll end up either playing on Thursday or on Friday. The big difference is, the whole tournament is single elimination. It used to be where the first day was single elimination to play into the double elimination portion. And then we got to the weekend and went back to single. Now it's all single. You lose once, you're done the whole way through. Green Z, talk some sense into T-Bob. He's joining the guy who literally stole under one from us. Bob, good morning. Throw strikes. I'm here for it. Donovan Adams, Omaha's the right choice. I really don't like this tournament myself. Go Tigers. Mark, T-Bob to Barstool. Will he stay in Baton Rouge? No, he's moving to Chicago. So he'll be out of the Barstool Chicago office. Up there with Mincy's up there. Megan making money's in Chicago. Barstool Big Cat, that whole crew based out of Chicago. Hey, Rick, good morning from Pagosa Springs, Colorado. All right, man. Hey, Mark, bad news, Matt. Tracy's Irish Bar and Magazine is closed. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that. That is a bummer. I'd rather national champs instead of SEC champs. Absolutely. Agree on the SEC tournament. I was adding CWS as one of the tournaments and the SEC tournament. God, yeah. You win this weekend against South Carolina, you lock up a national seed, and then your path to the postseason runs through the box. So then it's just about setting up your pitching and make sure you're rested and at your best. Take on the NBA playoffs. Golden State out, Celtics won, Yokes on the ropes. Not surprised by Golden State. It was a tough match. Minnesota's really good. We saw that last year. Nice bounce back by the Celtics, but they made 22 threes last night. So I think I saw that it tied a record for made threes in an elimination game. So no Tatum, but they jacked up 100 threes and they made 22 of them. So good for them. I still think the Knicks closed that out in 6. So see. Scott Loom 12, Ennis for whiskey and wine. Well, Josh doesn't live here. Lives in St. Louis. Hey, Dad, good morning. Ashton, good morning. Will it feel any better than it usually does sweeping Carolina since our old coach is over there? I don't know. I feel for Paul Maneri. So Paul was on AFR yesterday. It was great to chat with him. I haven't talked to him since he left. When he took the job, he came on the show, but I haven't talked to him since. I pull for I think the world of Paul Maneri. So I want him to do well, just not against LSU. So without Zion on the roster, the attendance would be 5K or under every home game. This isn't a basketball town. That's true. Scott, good morning. David, good morning. Bailey, the Vegas number tells me people don't buy Brian Kelly, even though he's done a good job here. That's a big part of it. James, good morning. All right, I got to go. If LSU wins the Natty, would we look at Will Campbell, Mason Taylor like we do Devin White? I would just be bummed for those guys that they missed it by a year. For sure. I don't have enough time, Blaine, but this is one of the stupidest comments I've ever seen on Morning. Congratulations. You own the title of one of the stupidest comments. By the way, who pulled in the talent? Stupid. Oh, his assistants. Who hired the assistants? Stupid. Oh, he's a bad coach. Yeah, right. Bad coach. Coached it for 40 years. In every coaching Hall of Fame. Who's a bad coach? You're just stupid. You're just a stupid comment. Maneri has won 1,500 games in his career. Yeah, terrible coach. Won 1,500 games. Stupid. I got to go. Bye.